Namaste, dear students. So, today I am here with one more illustration number 6. So, this problem is bit advanced than the problem which we have done in previous class. That is in the problem number 5 which we have done. It was bit advanced than the basic, but problem number 6 what we are solving today, it is more advanced than problem number 5, so that you can understand by looking into the problem. So let us look into the problem. Preeti Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 1. Amount payable as follows: rupees 2 on application, rupees 5 on allotment. In bracket he has given that it is including premium. Then rupees 2 on first call. Then we have rupees 2 on final call. All the shares were subscribed and the amount duly received except final call on 1000 shares. These shares were forfeited and reissued at rupees 8 per share. Show the necessary journal entries and also prepare bank account and balance sheet of the company. See, this is the problem here. So here we have three special adjustments or special items. Number one is rupees 5 on allotment including premium. He says premium means if the price of the share is more than the face value, we call it as a premium. Premium is nothing but the price of the share more than the face value, issued more than the face value. For example, in this problem, actual face value of the share is rupees 10, correct? But we are issuing at rupees 11. If you total like 2 rupees on application plus rupees 5 on allotment plus rupees 2 on first call plus rupees 2 on final call, when you add this you are going to get 11 rupees. So actual face value of the shares was 10 rupees, but we are issuing at 11 rupees. That 1 rupee extra, we call it as a premium. So which I have already explained in the theoretical classes, also in theory class. So premium means when the shares are issued more than the face value. So that is number one. And second one, all the shares were subscribed and the amount duly received except final call on 1000 shares. So there was a person, one who was holding 1000 shares, so he is not paid the second call money, that is final call money. So his shares has to be forfeited. So this is the second important thing which we have to understand in this problem. And finally the third one is forfeited and reissued. So those non-paid shares has to be forfeited and those shares has to be issued at rupees 8 per share. So these are the three important points which you have to remember to solve this problem. So we are going to solve the problem without any further delay now. So you have to mark these adjustments because you are in the learning process. So once you are get clarity about this, then you need not to highlight, but now at the beginning you have to highlight, that is point 1, that is premium, and point 2 you have to highlight, that is 1000 shares has to be forfeited, and point 3, that is reissued at rupees 8 per share. So underlying these three adjustment while solving the problem, I'll explain so how we are going to consider this adjustment. So without further any delay, open your book and leave some space for working note of 3 to 4 lines, then prepare a journal entries table. Okay, dear students, now we are solving the solution part of illustration number 6. So in this problem, what is the number of shares issued, what is the number of shares subscribed, so that we have to make it as a note. So note we are doing solution number 6. Okay, so let us make a note, that is number of shares issued. How much the company issued? 10,000 shares. Okay, then we have number of shares subscribed. So how much public have subscribed? So number of shares subscribed 10,000. So when you deduct 10,000, 10,000, it is 0. So there is nothing left. So it is neither oversubscription nor under subscription. Okay. So now let us prepare a journal entry. So I am prepared. I am ready with the table. Journal entries in the books of Preeti Company Limited. Date, particulars, LF, debit rupees, credit rupees. So I am ready with the table. So let us solve the problem. Let us look into the solution part. So journal entry number 1. So that is a receive of application money. Okay. So application rupees 2 on application for 10,000 shares. 2 rupees on application on 10,000 shares. So application entry is always, yeah, tell what is the entry? Bank account, debtor to equity share application account. Bank account debtor to equity share application account. So now in a bracket we have to calculate. So that is how much? Rupees 2 on how many applications? 10,000. So 2 into 10,000. So that comes to 20,000 and 20,000. Okay. So narration for the same is being application money received, being application money received. Okay, so I'm done with this entry. So as usual you have to close the journal entry part immediately. So I'm leaving one line space and closing it down. So first entry is over. So now moving further for the second entry. So second entry is transfer entry. So transfer entry is equity share application account. I am transferring application money. So equity share application account debtor to, for what purpose I am collected application money? For the purpose of equity share capital. Correct. So equity share capital account 20,000 being equity share application money transferred to capital account. So close the bracket and close the table also. Close the bracket and close the table also. So that is, I'm closing this entry. Now further moving to the third entry. So third entry is all about allotment due entry. Okay. So write down equity share allotment account debtor to equity share capital account to security premium account. So this is one entry extra. Whenever in the problem he says that it is including premium, because see, if you look at the problem, rupees 5 on allotment, in bracket he said including premium, So even in the at the beginning of the problem, he said a Preeti Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 1. So whenever premium comes, so you have to be very clear that if premium is there in allotment entry, while passing the journal entry for allotment money due, you have to pass equity share allotment account debtor to equity share capital account to security premium account. So now let us understand how to calculate money for this. So in equity share allotment account, how much actually due? That is rupees 5, right? So 5 into how many shares? 10,000. Rupees 5 into 10,000. So that is 50,000. 50,000. Oh wait, 50,000. So that is due entry. Okay, 50,000 is the due entry. So now equity share capital account. So how much premium is? 1 rupee, right? 1 into 10,000 is premium, correct? 1 into 10,000 is premium. So then what is the capital left out? 5 minus 1 is how much? 4. 5 out of 5 rupees, 1 rupees I am given to premium. So left out is 4 rupees. 4 rupees on how many shares? That is 10,000 shares. So 4 into 10,000, 4 into 10,000, 40,000. Okay, so 1 into 10,000, 10,000. So when you do 4 into 10,000, 40,000. So it is a 40,000. So if you are getting confused, I am striking it off. I am writing it here again. 40,000. Okay. So 50,000. Then 4 into 10,000, 40,000. 1 into 10,000, 10,000. So why this? Because premium of rupees 1 is included in the allotment money. Okay. So now let us pass the entry. That is the narration part being the entry for allotment money due at rupees 5 per share, including, you should write this, including premium. So because that 5 rupees inclusive of premium money, so we should not forget to write that. Okay, so I believe you have understood now. So if you have doubt on this entry, you can approach me at any time, not an issue. Okay, after watching the video you can approach me. So now I am passing the fourth entry. So fourth entry is a receive entry. So receive entry is bank account debtor to which money it is? Yes, equity share allotment account. So it is directly I am posting 50,000. 50,000. So narration is being equity share allotment money received, being equity share allotment money received. So close it down. So next we have to pass the entry for first call money due. Okay, so let us close it. I am closing it down. Further I am moving towards fifth entry. So fifth entry is again equity share first call due entry. So due entry for equity share first call, equity share first call account debtor to for which purpose I am collecting this? Equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Okay, so the amount, it is rupees 2 on first call. So 2 into 10,000. So that comes to 20,000 and 20,000. So the narration part is being equity share first call money due. So I'm done with this entry. So due entry is over. I'm closing the entry over here. Okay, so next is receive entry. So I'm ready with the continuation part of the table. So I'm passing sixth entry. So that is going to be a receive entry. That is going to be a receive entry. So bank account debtor 2. So which money I am receiving? Equity share first call account. So I have received the entire money. So 20,000. So narration part is being equity share first call money received. Okay, so done with the entry. So I'm closing it. Okay, so next is seventh entry. Seventh entry is for second call money due, that is final call money due. Okay, so again write down final call money due entry, equity share final call account debtor to equity share capital account. Okay, now open the bracket. How much is on the second call or final call? Rupees 2 into 10,000. So again that comes to 20,000. 20,000. So narration part is being equity share second and final call money due. Second and final call money due. So I'm closing this entry over here. So in the problem now you have to observe it has been failed. Okay, so here we clearly said in the problem that is all the shares were subscribed and the amount duly received except final call on 1000 shares. These shares were forfeited and reissued at rupees 8 per share. Show the necessary journal entries. So now in the final call, a person, one who was holding, like one who had 1000 shares, he failed to pay the second call money. His shares has to be forfeited. So here in the eighth entry, so we have to do a small working note. Okay, what is that small thing which we have to know? So that we are receiving entry bank account debtor to equity share final call account. Bank account debtor to equity share final call account. So out of 10,000 shares, a person who, how many shares he failed to pay? 1000 shares he failed to pay. So then left out is 10,000. Out of 10,000 share, 1000 failed to pay. Left out is 9,000 shares into final call money is rupees 2. So 9,000 into 2. So we have received 18,000 and 18,000. Okay, so now write down the narration being equity share final call money received, being equity share final call money received except 1000 shares. Copy the same 1000 shares. Okay, so this is the entry for failed and receive entry. Okay, so I'm done with the receive entry of final call. So now we have to calculate, or we have to pass a entry for feature. Okay, so for feature part we have to do. So for feature part, while doing, because I am passing, this is a new entry for you people. So you have to observe this very carefully and you have to understand. So for feature entry, we always do it for the shareholders, one who have not paid the call money. So here in this problem, the person who was, holded 1000 shares, he failed to pay the final call money. So then for feature entry, we are going to pass on the 1000 entry. Okay, so let us do the pass the entry. So for feature entry will be like this: equity share capital account debtor, equity share capital account debtor, to forfeited shares account, to forfeited shares account, to forfeited shares account, to equity share final call account, to equity share final call account. Okay, so now this is the entry. Okay, so now you have to understand very carefully on the calculation part. Okay, so what is that calculation part? Actually, how many shares he was holding? 1000 shares. Actually, he is supposed to pay how much? Rupees 10. Clear? He has to pay rupees 10. Clear? Out of 10 rupees. So, if he has to pay 1000 into 10, that is 10,000 rupees. So, he is supposed to pay 10,000 rupees, out of which how much he has paid and how much he has not paid, that we have to understand. So he has paid up to forfeited, that is up to final call. He failed to pay final call only. So in such a case, what you have to do, you know that he has not paid only final call, so rest all he has paid. Okay, so in such a case, open the bracket and write 1000 into 2 is the final call money. 2 is the final call money. 1000 into 2, how much? 2000 rupees. 1000 into 2, how much? 2000 rupees. So now open the bracket here. 1000 into 10 minus 2. How much? 10 minus 2 is 8. Understood? So he is supposed to pay 10,000, but he is not paid 2 rupees. So then he has paid 8 rupees. So 1000 into 8 is 8,000 rupees. 1000 into 8 is 8,000 rupees. So here what you have to do, you have to underline this, you have to highlight this 8,000 for feature entry. So why, I'll tell you in further. Okay, so write down the narration now. Being 1000 shares forfeited due to non-payment of which money? Final call money. Non-payment of final call money. So we are done with this entry also. Okay, so now we have final call failed entry is done. Then for feature entry is also over. Okay, this entry itself we call it as a for feature entry. Okay, so now reissue entry, we have to pass the reissue entry. So let us look into the reissue entry. So that is 10th entry. So whenever reissue means you are going to receive money. So bank account debtor, forfeited shares account debtor, to equity share capital account, to equity share capital account. So this is also new entry for you people. Okay, reissue entry. So you have to be clear. So this is a forfeited entry. Okay, forfeiture entry we call forfeiture entry. So you should learn, this is important because in future problems you will have this kind of entry. And this is a reissue entry, reissue entry. So this is also important, which you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, because once the problem gets advanced, these are all the common things which will come in the problem. Okay, so now the narration part is, we have to calculate the amount. So let us finish the calculation part. So in the problem he said reissued at rupees how much? Reissued at rupees 8. So 1000 into 8 is 8000. 1000 into 8 is 8000. Okay, 1000 into 8, 8000. But actual face value of the shares how much? It was 10. So for how much I am issuing? 8. So what is the difference? That is loss. At the loss of rupees 2 I am issuing, correct? So forfeited shares account, 1000 into 2, 2000. So 2 equity share capital, that is going to be at 10,000 again. So here you have to highlight this 2000. This is going to be a loss for us. Okay. So now the entry narration part for this being the reissue of 1000 shares, being the reissue of 1000 shares, 1000 shares at rupees 8 each, at rupees 8 each. So now I am done with this. So further I am moving on to the 10th entry. Okay, so 10th entry, sorry, 11th entry I am passing now. So it is going to be 11th entry. So let me close the column first, that is journal entry particular column. So now the 11th entry, this is going to be last entry. So here you have to write forfeited shares account, debtor to capital reserves account, capital reserves account, capital reserves account. So now what is this? Is also new entry. So we call transfer of final profit. This is the entry for transfer of final profit, transfer of final profit. Okay, this is also one of the important entry. So if you are learning this entry, you are going to learn this. If you have learned this, this is also, these three is moves in hand. So now how to calculate money for this? That is 8000 minus 2000. Okay, I have highlighted how much? 8000 minus 2000. So the left out amount is 6000. Okay, 6000 being transfer of, being transfer of final profit, transfer of final profit on the forfeiture, on the forfeiture, that is on the forfeiture to CRR account, to CRR account. So I'm done with this entry. This is going to be a last entry, 11th entry. So now I'm going to close the entire table because I'm done with the problem solution part. Okay, so I'm done with the solution part. So are you all clear with the entries, right? So if you learn this 9th entry, 10th entry and 11th entry is a continuation of the same entries. Okay, so now we are done with the journal entry. Now I am preparing the bank account. I am going to prepare the bank account and balance sheet. So let me open a bank account first. Okay, so let me open a bank account. So again I'm drafting for only 5 lines. 5 lines. So I'm writing the heading as bank account particulars rupees particulars rupees. Okay, so first we have to check to equity share application account, equity share application account. So how much on application we have received? That is rupees 2 on 10,000 shares, so that is 20,000. So next is to equity share allotment account, allotment account. So this allotment is 5 rupees, correct, on 10,000 shares, so that is going to be 50,000 rupees. So next equity share first call account, to equity share first call account, to equity share first call. On first call also rupees 2, so that is going to be 20,000. So next to equity share final call account, final call account. So final call account, that is also 18,000 because 1,000 has not paid. Okay, so next is to equity share capital account. So this is going to be a reissue entry. So reissued at rupees like we have got through the bank is 8,000 rupees. So if you have a doubt, you just turn your page like this and look bank account, that is equity share application how much, 20,000, to equity share application 20,000. Okay, then in the fourth entry again, that is bank account to equity share allotment how much, 50,000, so 50,000 rupees. So next equity share first call account I have here. So for first call account it is again a bank account, 20,000 rupees. So that is against equity share first call, 20,000 rupees equity share first call account. Okay, so then I have equity share second and final call account, that is to equity share final call account 18,000 rupees. So 18,000 equity share final call account. Okay, so next I have reissue entry. For reissue here bank account 1,000 reissued at rupees 8, that is 8,000 rupees. So that also I have written it to equity share capital account 8,000 rupees. Clear? So the same thing what I have done in the solution part I have copied. So do we have anything other than anything? No. So there is no any repayment. So now I have to total it. So let us total it. 20,000 plus 50 70, 70 plus 20 90, 1,08,000, 1,16,000, 1,16,000 I am getting. So you also use the calculator and cross check, don't copy directly like that. Okay, so that is 20,000 plus 50,000 plus 20,000 plus 18,000 plus 8,000, so that comes to 1,16,000 is the total. So 1,16,000, so there is no any repayment done. 1,16,000 I am copied here. So since there is no any other adjustment, so I am writing here by balance carried down is 1,16,000, 1,16,000. So I am closing the bank account, I am closing down the bank account. Okay, so let me close it down. Okay, so now let us prepare a new balance sheet. Okay, so heading is new balance sheet as on that date in the books of Preeti Company Limited. Preeti Company Limited. So let us open a balance sheet. So balance sheet I'm opening. So hardly I might require 7 to 8 lines. So I'm putting the lines hardly for 7 to 8 line itself. Okay. So put the heading. So that is liabilities rupees, assets rupees. Okay, in the liability part, first I'm going to write the heading as a share capital. Share capital, underline this. So under this we will have authorized called up subscribed and paid up capital. So that is going to be how much? Paid up capital. How many shares we have issued? 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So 10,000 into 10. If you do that, how much you are going to get? Calculate. 10,000 into 10 is going to be 1 lakh rupees. So I have written that 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so this is first share capital. Then I have on second heading, that is reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus. So under reserves and surplus, so it has been issued under premium, right? So write down security premium. So that is going to be again 10,000 shares at rupees 1 each. So 10,000 into 1 is 10,000 rupees. Okay, so that is security premium is done. So under this only we have one more thing, that is CRR account, that is capital reserve account. Capital reserve account. How much? 6,000 rupees. Okay, so now here I have on first note fixed asset. Do we have any fixed assets? No, right? We don't have any fixed assets, so it is going to be nil. Second, current assets. Do we have any current assets? Yes, we do have cash at bank. So cash at bank, how much we do have? 1,16,000. So 1,16,000 is the cash at bank. So if I total both the side, I should get 1,16,000. 1,16,000. So 6, 10 plus 6, 1,10,000, 1,16,000. So it got tallied. So I've done the problem in a correct manner. So we are done with this problem. So if you have any doubts, you can reach me out over phone or WhatsApp, or you can come in comment section also. You can drop a comment so that I can understand where you have a problem, where you have not understood, so that I can clarify you. Okay, so this we are done with this problem. I hope you have understood. This is one step ahead than the the problem which we have done in our previous classes. So practice this 2 to 3 times, so until you can understand it. So then we will move on to the next problem. So I'll very shortly come up with one more problem. Until then, take care, see you soon, bye bye, and stay safe.